Well, well, well. Good morning to one and all. What's up, Packers fans? Aaron Negler here with Cheesehead TV, coming to you live from Ray Nitschke Field. Packers heading into day 9 of training camp. It will be their 8th practice. It's a very hot and hazy morning. We'll see if that kind of breaks as the day goes along. I know there are storms headed this way later this evening, but practice should be okay. Packers are, again, on Nitschke Field today. They're back inside Lambeau Field on Tuesday. Wednesday, the players have off. So, fun little stretch here. Hello to everybody in the comments. Good to see everybody milling about. Big B is here after his hiatus yesterday. Unexplained hiatus. He's back in the good graces of Cheesehead TV. Good to see you, buddy. Hello from Iowa. What's up? How you doing? Good morning, Nags. Good morning. How are you, Medlock? Good to see you. Ooh, we got super chats up here bright and early. I like it. Let me get. Oh god, it kind of is hard because I can't see my thing. Good morning, Nags, and thanks for all you guys do. Am I the only one that values King as the better / more important long-term investment over Jones? I don't know if you're the only one. That question certainly has been asked before. I think positionally it makes a lot of sense, but I do think Aaron Jones is a very unique case, so to speak. I think his importance in the offense and what he means to it and how he makes it go really can't be overstated. And I think it's pretty clear from both sides that Jones and his team and the Packers want to get something done. It's only a question of when that happens. Now, could something like, A.J. Dillon coming on and having a good rookie year kind of give the Packers a little leverage? No question about it. And I think the longer it takes, the more that comes into play. But I do think Jones is going to get signed. As for King, it's weird because, yes, absolutely. Positionally, like I said, I think that corner has a lot more value than running back. Just in finding talent at that position is seemingly a lot harder. It's a lot easier to plug and play a running back than it is a corner. But that said, the same kind of thing comes into play. If Josh Jackson continues to have the kind of year he's having, or the start of the year he's having, then that gives him a little leverage with King to say, well, we've got your replacement ready in case you want to hit the market. So it's all very fluid, and I think none of this really comes I haven't even discussed David Bakhtiari yet, who I think is probably the de facto, priority here. So I do think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but King has got to stay healthy, as does Aaron Jones, and if they both do and both ball out, I still tend to think they'll re-sign Jones over King, but that's just guesswork on my part. Super Edge 99, thanks for the super chat. Jerry Gray is the biggest offseason addition. I'll tell you what, he is one of them. There is zero doubt about that. His energy on the practice field is undeniable. Every guy you talk to in the secondary talks about what he's brought to their game already, and they've only been on the field for a week. His instruction, his repeated an emphasis on the mental side of the game, adjustments at the line of scrimmage. He's the first guy I've ever seen in Green Bay in the many years of coming to training camp who has coached in live team reps the secondary on when to roll up and when to mill about. You know how defenses try to not show or give away what coverage they're going to be using so guys mill about? He'll literally yell out, okay, keep moving around, keep milling around. And then right before the guy's about to snap the ball, right when you hear the cadence start, he goes, okay. And then they snap kind of into position. First time I've ever seen that. He never, ever stops coaching. Excellent addition. Nicholas, thanks for the super chat. Patrick Graham or Jerry Gray, who's louder? Jerry Gray, I think. Patrick Graham was no slouch, though. I'll tell you that. William, thanks for the super chat. Is special teams underrated? I don't know. That's a weird question. I mean, depends on who's doing the rating. It's kind of what I always ask on underrated questions. I think everyone recognizes their importance, and I think the Packers are doing everything they can, given the restrictions they've got this weird summer, to work on their special teams. But, if it's a question of, are the Packers giving it short shrift? I don't think so. I mean, we heard Menenga the other day talk about how they are coaching up pretty much anybody who isn't, a frontline guy to play as many special teams positions as possible, because if you get into the season and you have some kind of thing like we saw, say, on Sunday morning with the COVID-19 scare, And then you've got a number of guys out for whatever reason. You're going to have 16 guys on your practice squad who are going to have to be able to be brought up and inserted into special teams at a moment's notice. So, yeah, I don't think the Packers are, ignoring the importance of special teams. Let me see. What else we got? Nags, did you see the new Robert Pattinson Batman trailer? It looks sick. Evan, I did. My daughters were a little bit more excited about it than I am, but I think that's because of the lead actor. But yeah, it looks like Batman. I mean, at this point, we've seen Batman 1,000 times, right? So yay, I'll go see it, no doubt about it. But really, another Batman? Is that what we need? Just bring back Michael Keaton, man. Give me a Batman as Logan starring Michael Keaton. The Logan version of Batman with Michael Keaton as Batman. That I would be there opening night. How is my guy Elton Jenkins doing? Thomas picking up where he left off. He looks outstanding. He looks like a perennial Pro Bowler, if not an All-Pro. I'm not even exaggerating. He's that good. No doubt about it. How did A.J. Taylor tryout go? Oh, Marine, I would tend to think they're just checking boxes there. You guys know, any Wisconsin people know, he, had the injury there at the very end of the year. Undoubtedly, they're just bringing him in to get a look, get his medical kind of sorted out, etc. See how he looks on tape, making cuts, what have you. A lot of those workouts, almost all of those workouts throughout the season are about keeping your emergency lists up to date. Now, they may end up signing a guy here or there, but for the most part, it's just information gathering. Hello from the UK. What's up, Alex? Good morning from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Thanks for joining us. I would actually like that Keaton Logan Batman. I'm telling you, man, how great would that be? And I know there have been reports that Keaton is about or is going to join one of the DC entities as Batman. So that would be dope. Have you seen the 60-Yard Line movie on Hulu? I have not. I've scrolled by it, but I haven't watched it. I just haven't had time. What will the outside linebacker look like? Anyone flashing? Well, Robbie, I'm not allowed to talk about depth charts, but I will say both Tippa out of Utah State and Tim Williams, another young outside rusher, have had a couple strong practices in a row. And they are definitely going to make things interesting when it comes to that fourth spot, right? Because we know, obviously, the Smiths are there, and then there's Gary. But then after that, who's going to take that spot? And look, there are a lot of snaps on offer there if they distribute things kind of like they did last year. They talked about it. Mike Smith talked about it in regards to losing Kyler Fackrell. They need another guy in that rotation. So I think the competition is still in its very early stages, but there are certainly guys showing up so far. Does Raven Green take snaps from Burks if he gets back into form? 1,000%, yes. I think Green will take snaps from everybody who's not a safety hybrid type. I think they're going to utilize that 3 safety look a lot. I think they would have done more of it last year had he not gotten injured. No question about it. Mark, thanks for the super chat. What 11 defenders do you want on the field for a rematch with the 49ers on first down when they are running it down our throats out of a 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver set? Woo, Mark, that's an involved question. Give me the same starts as last year, except sub out Lancaster for Kiki or Hester. Other than that, it's about improving. It's just developing and having a better plan and playing better across the board for all the guys that were involved. It's pretty much that simple. We fight chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Thanks for the super chat. Jesse, thanks for the super chat. Who do you think will be the most improved player on defense this year? I mean, early returns suggest it's going to be Josh Jackson. I'm still holding out hope for Kingsley Kiki, but right now it's Josh Jackson, and it's not even close. Is there a player that you would choose to be a surprise cut this year? Seems last couple of years the Packers have done that. A surprise cut. I know. People have thrown around names like Corey Linsley or Jamal Williams, etc., because they're entering the last years of their deals. I don't see that. I don't see anything even close to that. Maybe there's a wide receiver that is a surprise. Maybe EQ, I think, would be a surprise cut, right? I don't think that happens, but no, I don't see any blazing huge surprises, but that's why they're surprises, right? But no, I don't see anything going down that road. Preston, thanks for the super chat. If you could compare Gary's talent / style of play to any pass rusher, who would you say he most reminds you of? Also, what kind of improvement, if any at all, should we expect from our run defense? Preston getting his money's worth there. I'll tell you what, Gary looks like a Z Junior right now. He's not quite as filled out as last year. He definitely slimmed down, so the physical comparison isn't as apt, but his game, he's clearly taken what Z has shown him from 400 plus snaps last year and taking it to heart. Yesterday, he was absolutely disruptive in the red zone portion of practice. He beat David Bakhtiari with quickness, and that was something that you didn't see a lot of last year. You saw lots and lots of bull rushes, and this wasn't a one-on-one where, you know, you can forgive an offensive tackle because you can move anywhere, basically. This was in team. He started upfield and then cut back inside and beat Bakhtiari. Bakhtiari looked surprised, actually. He's developing counters. He's developing his pass rush, and that's what you like to see. As far as what kind of improvement, if any at all, should we expect from the run defense, it's got to come from Mike Pettin, to me, because they did so little as far as reinforcements, so to speak, personnel-wise. It's got to be Mike and his, I guess, passive nature on early downs. I think I've said it all summer. I think he's got to be a little bit more aggressive with the run blitz and dog calls on early, first, second down, get them into some more, you know, second and longs, third and longs, because then you can really pin your ears back. But if teams are running all over you and quarterbacks know your sets, you saw that time and again with the really competent / veteran quarterbacks last year. See the set, it's really passive. You understand what the front is, make your check and run it again and again and again. Can't have that this year. Cannot do it. There's a super chat. Jesse, let me get your super chat. Have you ever done the Packers Heritage Trail? It's one of the few Packers related things for me to do in Green Bay. Jesse, it's outstanding. I did it last summer. It's incredible. I know it was curated by Cliff Crystal, who is obviously the Packers official historian, and you can tell because it is exhaustive in its covering of what all these different spaces around and in Green Bay mean to the Packers and their history. I cannot recommend it enough. Hey, speaking of recommending things, I can't recommend enough that you check out our partners over at the Packers Yearbook, packersyearbook.com. We've partnered with them. If you go there, you can get your official Green Bay Packers 2020 yearbook. Just use code CHTVBOOK. It's all one word, no space in between, CHTVBOOK for 10% off. You'll get it September 1st or thereabouts at your doorstep. I get it every year. I absolutely love it. I'm thrilled that we're partnering with them. Check that out. They're fantastic. Have you noticed a big difference from Blake to Kirksey? Thank you. I wouldn't say I've noticed a big difference, but I've noticed a difference. Definitely around the ball a little bit more. Definitely seems to have a nose for the football. I think one or two more big plays may be incoming with Kirksey. Nathan, thanks for the super chat. Explorers is a great movie to watch, drunk or otherwise. Thoughts? Also, hi, Packers PR. Welcome to the show. Packers PR, they're always watching. Explorers, I gotta admit, I haven't watched it while in a non-sober state, so I'll have to give that a look. Make sure I didn't miss any super chats. No, I don't think I did. Thank you. People, buy the book. Yes, buy the book. It's awesome. Stuart, due to COVID, all my tickets got canceled. Well, at least I have Cheesehead TV live viewing party just as good. That's what I'm talking about. I'll be doing live watch parties every single week. Every single game the Packers play, join me on the YouTube channel. It's going to be a ton of fun. Who knows? Maybe even Corey will show up. Unicorn, Mustache, thanks for the super chat. After practice beer on me. Thank you, sir. Kamal Martin played high school right down the road from me and played QB safety. Do you think playing QB even in high school has helped accelerate his ability to react on defense? It can't hurt, right? I mean, just as far as recognition, pattern recognition, seeing what guys are trying to set up, what kind of route combos are coming at you. I got to imagine it helps a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to say it's the thing that makes him a potentially good player, but absolutely every little bit helps. Big B, yeah, Big B is Mark Murphy, no doubt about it. What do we got here? I'm probably super late on this, but what happened to Ibrahim Campbell? Evan, you are super late. I believe Tennessee signed him in free agency. What's your thoughts on the Dolphins' announcements that they will have fans? I mean, Kansas City's going the same route. Although Kansas City also had fans in the stands for practice, and apparently a bunch of them didn't wear masks. Although I will say this. All right. Now I am clearly all summer, all spring, having sat in my fucking house, my apartment for months and months on end. I am very clearly on the side of masking up, being responsible. But I will say the hysteria around, or the, in some quarters, hysteria about fans not wearing masks at a Chiefs practice. If anyone would bother to read the science and not just, this isn't like some far right talking point. It's just literally the science around the spread of this disease. If fans are sitting in the stands of a stadium, safely distanced from other humans, and they're with the people they came in with, they can absolutely take off their masks. The transmission rate absolutely plummets outdoors. Does that mean 1,000,000,000% you're not going to spread? No, of course not. But, it's just everybody just needs to breathe and take a step back. Stop trying to be the nanny state. That's what drives me nuts. And I know it's probably surprising some of you to hear me say these things, but man, I mask up more than anybody. I am diligent about it. Whenever I am indoors, that is not my home. I am 1,000% wearing a mask. But come on, people, pump the brakes. Do some reading. Move Fight chapter of Alpha Phi. What's up? More Rodgers decline or year 2 leap with Matt? Ooh, controversy. I don't know. It's hard for me to describe what Rodgers did last year as a decline. Has he been lights out 2-time MVP Aaron Rodgers? No. But he's still pretty damn good. So I guess, yes. Is he going to be Superman again? No, that guy's never coming back. Said that all summer. But year 2 with Matt, I think there will be improvement. I think there will be more of a rhythm. We've seen it certainly on the practice field, as far as something they really struggled with last year was play action passes. Stuff where, he's under center, doing the ball fake, and then turning around and zipping something in rhythm. They really struggled with that last year. Not just Aaron, but the entire offense. I think so far we've seen that is maybe a point of emphasis. I actually plan on asking Aaron about it later today because we get him for availability. But I do think, we're going to see a better, more efficient Aaron Rodgers this year, which, let me tell you, is pretty damn scary for opponents. Aaron, I am very sad at the contrast of how 9/11 United and COVID tore us apart. Man, that's why I'm here for Packers football. Look, we can agree to disagree about lots of different stuff. Lord knows my inbox and Twitter mentions are filled with people who hate my politics. And I get that, man. But we can all sit here and chill and talk Packers. How hard is that? It's really easy, actually. And I invite everyone of every political persuasion to join us at Cheesehead TV throughout the year to do just that. We're here talking Packers. It's awesome. It's pretty simple, right? I'm going to take a few more here. Any news on TV deals? Nothing yet. I know there was a headline the other day about ABC making a push, but I don't think we'll see much in the way of momentum on that until, for a few months yet. Packers are a uniting force. They should be. They 1,000% should be. Nags, what do you think about the Brewers? I'm mad. Man, let me tell you, a good friend of you guys, anybody who's followed me for a long time knows one of my best friends in the whole world works with the Brewers as a trainer. And let me tell you, man, it feels hard around the Brewers right now. They got to relax. They got to loosen up a little bit, I think. I think they're really kind of, they're losing, and it's like you said, it's hard to, it's hard right now. Man, they just need to loosen up. I think getting back in Miller Park, bats are going to get woken up a little bit. It's going to be all right. Aaron? Oh, boy, what? Aaron going to throw more 50-50 balls? I don't know about that. I think, Aaron Rodgers is always going to be Aaron Rodgers, and 50-50 type footballs have never been his thing. I will say he threw one up at the start of the team the other day, and that's when Devontae got hurt. So maybe that makes him shy away from it even more. Sam, how has MVS been performing in camp so far? Wide receiver 3, I cannot say where he is falling on the depth chart, but I can tell you he has had a really strong start to camp. Matt LaFleur talked about it a couple times now. Consistency is the key, though. He's got to keep it up. But the last 3 practices, I would say, he has been very, very good. Now, he's not flawless. Still lots to work on. But if you came into this season and you were like, okay, one of these guys has to step up, so far, early indicators are MVS is the one stepping up. No doubt about it. All right, guys, I got to get going. I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out, talking Packers with me. Please do me a favor. Hit like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. And please consider giving us $5 a month on our Patreon page, patreon.com/cheeseheadtv. It really supports everything we do at Cheesehead TV, including sending me to Green Bay. And it really means a lot. It really does. We have a lot of fun on our Patreon Zoom happy hours, which the next one's tomorrow night. It's going to be a lot of fun. So be there for that. But if you can't, totally understand. Just hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. Cheesehead TV. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great day. See you after practice.